Hey guys, I'm Anushka.
And I'm Navin.
And we are
Ground Fiascos.
Woo!
Alright.
So we're here to talk about the 90s versus this up and coming generation and what's basically the difference. So I was born in 1990.
I was born in 93.
And there's been a really big difference if you haven't noticed. Like, say for instance, you really don't have kids or you aren't really around kids. So if you're not, this video is to inform you about what's going on with your generation.
Exactly. For instance, we're going to go with music. Nowadays, back in music, in our time period, music was informing us about how society was, how it was going, and like basically it was educating us about what to do and what not to do. Nowadays, music is just about three things: money, drugs,
Sex.
and there you go. I mean, how are you supposed to educate kids with different things? Because to all of us, music's like church to all of us. We listen to it. Regardless, we're going to hear it one way or another.
You speak about it.
Exactly. And you can relate to it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you consider trying to educate kids about money, drugs, and sex? Like, what's the point of that? They're just going to go out there and do the same thing. If you're trying to make a change in your life, you're supposed to talk about different things. Influence them. How about education? How about the way, probably like the government, like how's that going? Campaigns. Let's see. What else can we talk about?
Well, let's see. In music, for instance, I'm Trinidadian, and big difference with how soca music is going on right now. For those of you who don't really understand what soca music is, it's a music type that started off in Trinidad, and it was to like talk about the government, for instance. Like it was because the government at that time was censored, so they created their own music, and it was upbeat. It talked about like government, for instance, like take Calypso Rose. Calypso Rose was like a huge influence in my life. All her music was like straightforward and like it's not like the today music. For instance, today music is jump, 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 jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, raising flag in the air, raising flag in the air. Yeah, I just came up with a hit just now. Yeah. That's a straight up hit. That's every soca artist's song. If you get words in there every once in a while, for real?
Make billions and trillions
Yo.
off the bat within 2 days. Because first day you gotta produce, second day it sells. That's it.
Basically, that's all it takes these days. And it's not to put down anybody who's in the soca industry. It's really good. Do your thing. Like, it's really awesome. But I'm just talking about the difference between back then and now. Like, it's just such a huge difference and it's irritating.
I got one. For instance, my biggest influence was Tupac growing up. He used to talk about respecting women, give back to the community, and basically helping out your own community and everything, and then basically seeing how everything is. He also put respect for women, because at that time, women were being disrespected most of the time. He also said he came from a woman, but yet a lot of people was disrespecting them. They're raping them, they're attacking them, all these other things. But without females, you can't make kids. I wouldn't be here without my mother today. That's definitely one thing. So compared to Tupac and nowadays, I would say like Drake, for instance. He'll talk about emotions towards females. Find your love. Who wants to find your love? I'm like, I understand you want to do all that, but look, he's talking about just one thing. He's just talking about a female. He's not trying to educate us about different things. He's just making us trying to feel different emotions.
See, like, I'm not even upset about that fact. What I am upset about is, like, the issue with glorifying certain, like, celebrities. For instance, like, Snoop Dogg. I have issue with the way that he portrays himself. Like it's cool. It's cool. Like, you have your money. That's really nice, and it's really good that you and your nephew are doing really good. Like, in the industry, it's awesome. But if you're popularizing pot, marijuana, weed, ganja, whatever you call it, if you're popularizing an illegal drug, then that kind of portrays them to the younger generation. Exactly. Now, for instance, I'm a criminal justice major. I came out with a BS in criminal justice, which is a bachelor in science. Not bullshit. First of all, I knew that was coming.
See this? See? Bullshorn? Shit. Bullshit. That's what she got. Bullshit.
Anyway, bachelor's in science. And it shows, like, how we look up to these celebrities and nothing really comes out of it for these kids, because since it's okay for one person, it's bad for another. So we're buying these albums, which isn't even albums anymore. We're downloading songs, and it's just nothing there anymore. There's no substance for kids to look up to. For instance, like Boys to Men. There's no like good music out there anymore.
There's nothing you can really relate to and feel like strongly influenced by songs anymore. Like nowadays, it's just like, oh, this is right, this is that, whatever. What about education? What about giving back to the community? What about actually respecting women for a time?
For instance, like I'll tell you the reason why certain music is really popular in today's society. For instance, like take Taylor Swift, right? Taylor Swift writes her own songs, and she like dominates her genre because there is like a message behind it. It's not like random music. It's not like she writes about her daily day-to-day life. Take somebody who isn't as popular anymore and who got phased out, like Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton had 2 hits, believe it or not. She actually did have 2 hits, and they were pretty good songs for that point in time. People like dissed her on it, but it was actually decent songs. But because it was so generic with like her auto-tune and everything else, she phased out. Like she honest to God phased out. And like look at Cisco, for instance. Cisco fucking phased out as well because he had 1 hit, which was the Thong Song, and never to be heard from again. Like, I feel like there has to be a comeback, like with actual people talking about real music.
Yeah.
What about you? Oh, what's another topic? For instance, like sex and media.
Oh my god.
I have an issue with media, first of all. I feel like the paparazzi invade like the celebrities' lives. I think that they go so hard to get that one image. TMZ, for instance, like I have a huge issue with TMZ. Like I feel bad for celebrities.
I do too.
Because nothing in their life is private anymore.
Nothing. And basically, think about this, right? You're a celebrity. You go take a shower. You know, you're done with the shower. You're in your towel and everything. You open up your windows. You see a bunch of people with cameras right there. Like, yo, I can't take a own personal shower without opening my window, get some sunlight, and relax. Like, I have to deal with all of this. That's BS. I don't want to deal with none of that.
You deal with people breaking into your house to get that one image. People like taking like photoshopping like pictures to make you look horrible. You deal with like all this nonsense, and then the best thing that had came out so far in this generation is this fucking Illuminati shit. Like that shit is pissing me off. Like, all seriousness, like you have like the Illuminati, which is supposed to be like all the celebrities out there are devils and they're falling into the media. It's like, no, the only devil is the fucking industry, and then the paparazzi, and then the people who are like making them look bad. Like, for instance, like Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus.
I feel fucking bad for Miley Cyrus. I really fucking do. I love her. I think that she's awesome, and she's 20. You know, like I feel bad for her. She had no fucking childhood. Okay, put it this way. In the 90s, every child star was okay.
Yep.
In 2000, when that's 10 years old now. Every child star, once they hit the age of 18, they go out of control.
Yep.
Every child star. I've yet to see a child star that is normal.
Don't exist anymore.
I think like, that's one topic.